Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just sat down and I'm seeing a scroll of people. Good morning, Derek Anderson and Nerdy and Kingy and Nerds and Saturn. Wolf and Herbs. Herbie Von Wordy, come up, come up. Nerdy. Nerdy, the king of the smiles. And who else? Wazzy. Wazzy, my good Waz. JC. Good morning, you bunch of goofball kingies. HB and Mellow. Mellow. You're in Jamaica? No wonder you're mellow. Vague. How's it going, girl? Good morning, everybody. I see you all. HB, it's a nightmare. The cars are nightmares, especially in the cold weather. Who knew the Rolls Canardly could roll up one hill, but Canardly roll... No, it can... Oh, can hardly roll up one. It can roll down one hill, but it can hardly roll up the next. Yeah. Rolls can hardly. Rolls can hardly. It's my favorite brand. It's the best cars, actually. Rolls can hardly. That's what I have, Nerdy. It rolls down one hill, can hardly make it up the next. So, I once got picked up at a bar by that. I did. I told this hot chick, she goes, "What kind of car do you drive?" I forget. I think I had a Carmen Ghia at the time. Carmen Ghia. You guys got to remember those. I told her, "Oh, baby, I got a Rolls Canardly." Yeah. She goes, "Really?" Oh, yeah. I couldn't let her get out to the parking lot, though. I just kept it at Rolls Canardly. Instead, there's a lemon yellow Carmen Ghia parked outside. Who owns the lemon yellow Carmen Ghia? Herbie, I had one. It was actually as cool as could be in Southern California. And then I put surf racks on it. No kidding. Pops, it is yellow. Lemon yellow. Carmen Ghia. With surf racks. Boop. No kidding. I was on my way to the beach. What were you going to do at the beach, Pops? Well, I was going to pose. I was just going to pose. What do you mean pose? Well, I'll show you. Hold on. Oh, wait. Where is this? Oh, wait. Where is this? I know it's on here somewhere. Excuse me. It's gotta be. Wait. Where is it? Whoa, you guys say good morning to each other. I gotta find this thing. Is it anywhere close by? Or did I delete it? I deleted it. Okay. All right. One of these days, I'll show you guys Pops with his surfboard. Okay. Oh, this is the same cup. We got this from Niffy. We got this one from the Nifster. Niffer, she's my mama. We gotta know more about those redback voles. I can tell you that right now. Good morning, everybody. I'm already cracking myself up over here. I don't know if you guys are laughing, but I'm cracking myself up. Good morning. Good morning. I just read a rando facto. I don't think it can be true. I honestly don't think this one can be true, you guys. Good morning. I'm so glad to be here instead of feeling terrible and still having to figure out how to get my car home. That was yesterday. I'm grateful for Brock. I'm grateful, thankful for Brock taking care of the morning here, and then he helped me get my car back too. An all-day expedition getting that car back. What's wrong with it, Pops? I'm clueless. I have a feeling the brain, you know those expensive brains that are in cars nowadays? There's something wrong with the brain. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the brain. I don't know if this is true. Where is it? I have to find it. Is this true? Vague, it's not the alternator, and it said we checked the battery with nightmare. It ran out of blinker fluid, nerdy. That's it. I forgot. I should have checked that. So basically, my Rolls Canardly rolled down the last hill. It hadn't made it up the next hill yet. Okay, it just. I was looking around. Gosh, if I just had a few mush friends, we could push it up the hill and let it roll down the next one. Okay, we can make it home. Push and roll, push and roll. This could be the spark plugs connected to the brain. If spark plugs are blown out, there'll be no connection. Okay, King. I'm not the guy that can fix cars, though. I'm not a car fixing guy. I do other stuff really good, but I've avoided mechanics all my life. Okay? Is this true? I was just looking at my eyes. They're huge, right? They're gigantic. My eyes are massive. And I don't mean dilated. I just mean in my head. They're gigantic. I know, Herbie. I just drove them. I mean, I knew enough to tell the mechanic, but I hate grease under my fingernails. I'm a clean fingernail freak. I have to clean my fingernails twice a day. My eyes, nerdy. I gotta be an anime character. Okay? Corey, wait. Human eyeballs are always the same size from the moment of birth. But our nose and our ears keep growing. This is the size my eye was when I was born? What was I, 2 living eyeballs? That doesn't even make sense. That's a fact, Herb? How big were my eyeballs my whole life? I know my ears and nose keep growing. I knew that part. But I sort of assumed the eyeball got a little bit of the grow action too. I didn't know about the eyeballs. Okay, my nose is getting bigger, by the way. And I try to tell the truth more than ever because I'm so tired of seeing it grow. Okay? But are you kidding me? My eyes were this size when I was baby Pops? I don't know. Is that what makes a baby so cute? He's got the eyes of an alien? Eyebrows. I have some bushy-ass Lorne Green eyebrows. Guys, remember Lorne Green? The father on Bonanza. Help me out. Somebody's got to remember the father on Bonanza. What was his name? Pacers, I loved it too. And Pacers, thanks for being so kind to me. What was his name? Lauren Green, the actor. I mean, the actor's name was Lauren Green. Sister, I got Lauren Green eyebrows. Ben Cartwright. Ben Cartwright. Cleany, you're all over it. Ben Cartwright. Okay, sisters just call him Pa. The kids called him Pa, but the town folk called him Ben, right? Ben Cartwright. What a great American name. Benjamin Cartwright. Okay, well, those are the eyebrows I have. Okay? I wanted to have Michael Landon's eyebrows, but no. I end up with Lauren Green's eyebrows. Guess what about eyebrows? This I didn't know. Lauren Green and I both. See, my favorite was Little Joe all day. Actually, I liked Hoss. I gotta be honest. Hoss was he was just such a good dude. Hoss was just always about just being good. Big, good. Okay? I know, Sister G. How come all the ladies were dying off on that show? Okay? What was that? Oh, yeah. Michael Landon had oh, that's right. He had sideburns going crazy. I'm sorry for you youngsters that don't know what we're talking about here. Okay, but Hoss Cartwright, come on. You gotta give it to Hoss. Okay? But Lauren Green and I found this out together. Okay? I'm a unibrow, Greeny says. You don't admit that. My wife, she enjoys it. It's one of the things that keep you guys together. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So we got human eyeballs that say the same size from the moment of birth. I'm not believing that. I want a measurement test. Okay? Matthew seems between. No, you don't. It comes back faster. Okay? It comes back faster. Don't do that. Okay? Eyebrows. We're still talking about Lauren Green's eyebrows and mine. Give me another person with bushy eyebrows. Give me a couple more. Give me a couple more. Who else has pop brows? Give me a couple more ideas. The most interesting man in the world. I like that guy. I like the most interesting man in the world. Give me some pop brow guys. Mark Twain, good one, Pacers. Bo Bridges, for sure, Bo. Definitely Bo. Bo, for sure. Santa Claus, okay, not bad. Eugene Levy, he's closer to a unibrow, right, Nif? He's closer to a uni. Groucho, oh yeah, I'm going, oh yeah, good. Zach, I don't know. It's not, you gotta have gray in them too. Groucho, especially because his were phony as could be. Einstein, beautiful. Will Ferrell, he's trying to join the club. He's not up here with the rest of us. No, who else? Come on. You guys are slow this morning. Come on, give me one more. Brad Pitt, no way. Brad gets him threaded, okay? Brad gets him threaded. What's the trash monster? One of the Muppets. I say Twain and Einstein. And a koala bear. Oh, Sam Elliott. How about a koala bear? Give me 5 for koala bear. Yep. Okay. Oscar the Grouch, that's it. Nixon, I'm not Nixon. Dracula's were like so clean. Dracula was Metro. Don't give me Dracula. Dracula was straight up Metro. Okay. Sam the Eagle. See, you guys are getting very thoughtful and creative this morning. What was the show about today, honey? Pop brows. Okay? Dracula was Nippy. Someone has to agree with me. Dracula was so Metro. Okay? I'm not even buying that one. Okay? Eyebrows. This all started because I was talking about Lauren Green and myself having complimentary eyebrows. How about this one? There you go, Niffer. He was Metro, he was. Whoever thought of that? Vampires are Metro, period. That's all there is to it. It's okay. Hey, they can do their thing. Eyebrows. Eyebrows. Thank you, Big L. Eyebrows renew themselves every 64 days. What? What's happening to the ones I have right now? Where'd they go? What? Every 64 days. I'm not buying that one. These things have been looking like this for more than 64 days. What happens to where's the off fall? Oh, God. Where's my off fall? Where'd they go? And it's not just mine and Lauren Green's. You unibrow people, you're losing them too. You have caterpillars climbing around in your house. Okay, take my... Ew! Every 64 days you find a caterpillar. Okay, oh, how gross. I'll stick with these. Okay. Eyebrows. Who? Not that. I'm so. No. Oh, you think as soon as they fall off, they become butterflies? I get it, Kim. Okay. Caterpillars on my pillow. Oh, our human body, we're such shedders. Did you guys? We are shedders. I'm not kidding you. Every time I turn around, I read a random fact, or there's something falling off of me. I'm like, God dang it. Sean Connery's cool. I'll be Sean all day. Oh, gosh. Why? We're constantly shedding everything. Okay? Ew. Ew. No wonder I sleep alone. I don't want to sleep with someone else's caterpillars. No. Hair. I think I'm getting that hairophobia. Okay, what do you call it, Nippy? It's a hairophobia. Some irrational fear. Hair can grow on any surface of the human body, with the exception of the lips. What? This is so gross. What? With the exception of the lips, the mucous membranes, sole of the feet, and palms of the hands. No, nothing here, okay? Nothing on the bottom foot. Mucous membrane, no. And, oh God, everywhere else, you're subject to what? Tips of the fingers, I think that's got to count as the palm, Hurry. I've never seen a hair sprouting out of my fingertip. What? That's craziness. Excuse me. Oh, boy. Are we having fun here this morning? What creepy bodies? We have creepy bodies. Which bone in our body? Which bone in our body, human body, is most often broken? Talk to the orthopedic surgeon guys and emergency rooms and this and that. Which bone is the most broken bone in the human body? Commonly. The heart. That's not a bone, you goofballs. Wrist? That's a good guess. Nope. Which bone? The radius? Nope. Ankle? No. Nose? No. Pacers is right there. Corey's right there. The collarbone. Clavicle. Ye old clavicle. is the one that's most commonly broken. It's funny too, because of all 6 of us kids growing up, I had one sister with one broken bone out of the whole family, and it was her clavicle. It was her yeah, cleaning. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was one of the digits or the wrist, like the one guess. But yeah, the clavicle. The heart. Come on, the heart's not a bone. The heart's a muscle. Okay? How about this one? We're still talking human body situation. We're still talking human body situations. Ugh. How about this one? The average human, talking average across population, all populations. The average, 154 pounds is how much the average human weighs. I'm not even joking. I weigh 155 pounds, maybe 60 when I'm through with the turkey dinner at the most. I'm exactly right there. 155 pounds is the human average. Do you want to know something crazy about that? Corey's saying 0.2 milligrams. 0.2 milligrams of that weight is pure gold. You're walking around gold, baby. We have gold in us. If you weigh about 155 pounds, you've got 0.2 milligrams of gold, pure gold in you. Okay, RX, that wasn't 2% Coors Light. Okay? And it was only 0.2 milligrams. That's not a whole lot. 0.2 that's 0.2 of 1 milligram. That's not a whole lot. But it's enough for us to be very valuable. Okay? How about this one? When we are listening to music, do you enjoy listening to music? I love music. Some songs hit you more than others too, don't they? It's weird. Of course, they have to research that. Researchers in Canada weigh in at 185. That's not bad, Waz, for as tall and strong as you look. So here we are, we're listening to music. Researchers in Canada have learned that dopamine is released into our system when we listen to music. And we feel a strong emotional connection with a particular song. This explains why we get goosebumps when we hear a song that we really like. Yeah, you're getting high. You're getting a buzz rush, a little situational. Listening to your, oh man, dopamine release. When you get goosebumps and you start to shiver, it's cold. That shivering process, you think that nuclear reactors have fusion, right? Right, Kim? What do they call it? When we start to shiver from our goosebumps. It's called frisson. 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 We're not having fusion, we're having frisson. So we get high off music. That is pretty neat. And what is our final one? We're a very politically correct nation nowadays. We're all woke. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty woke. We're not talking politics, but I'm woke. And I get nervous because I tend to be, from a good place. It's coming from a good place, but I know this is true. My mom's told me, my friends, girls I've been with, you're kind of a flirt, Pops. You're kind of a flirt. Well, but I flirt with everybody, not just a good look. I flirt with everybody because I'm a flirt. Flirty. Flirty guy. Back in the day, I used to call it charming. Now I call it flirty, and I get scared to death of myself. If you flirt the wrong way, you flirt, you're gonna hurt, okay? Flirting is not politically correct. It's not. Terms of endearment. You gotta watch them. Now, I fall back on the old man clause now. As soon as I hit 60 and I got a lot more gray going on with Lauren, I said, you know what? I'm going to pull this one off. I'm pulling this one off. I don't care. Okay? I'm pulling this one off. I'm not going to call them toots, Matthew. That's terrible. That's terrible. But I call them doll. Many of you, my girlfriends here, you know, I've written you a note, and I said, thank you, doll. Is that okay? Is that okay? I don't think it'd be okay if I was like 15. I don't think it would be okay if I was 15. But once you hit the over 60 mark, you can kind of start pulling off a doll here or there. Okay? That's just how I feel about it, and I'm doing it. All right? I'm doing it. I throw in a doll here or there. Doll face has gone too far, Jake. I don't do the face part. No. That's just there. I got it. You're going too far. But I do doll. I go, thank you, doll. Good morning, doll. How you doing, doll? I do the doll. I do the doll. And I'm not really even apologizing for it, Niffy. Thank you. No, RX, I can't do that one. Stop it. It's old school, kind of classy. Thank you, Kim. I'm doing doll. But I couldn't pull it off at a younger age. Okay? Billy D. Hunt's not... It's right on the edge. Okay. Darling's not bad, 4-leaf. Darling... Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. But you still got to be older to pull it off. You can't be like 22 and call her darling. You know, the 40-year-old waitress. No. Okay? So I'm doing doll. You know what? In our politically correct environment, sometimes we like to be told things that we're not supposed to like anymore. Does that make sense? Sometimes we actually do like being some of the old stuff that we used to say that you're not allowed to say anymore. Deer works great, Toto. Deer works really good, actually. But give me 3 people that know what I'm talking about. You wish you could say some of the things we used to be able to say, no matter how old you are. Where am I going with all this? Well, I know, Nippy, like, why have we done that to ourselves? Just excommunicate the goofballs. But we don't have to excommunicate everybody. Okay? Anyways. Where am I going with all this? Because women, I'm going to just say it. You guys know I love women. Women are still women. Men are still men. It's just the way it is. Well, I'm not changing that. Several studies have shown that being called baby has a positive effect on the female brain. Being called baby has a positive effect on the female brain. The explanation is that on a subconscious level, it feels nice to know that if you choose to act like a baby, you have someone who's wholly willing to support you. I don't know. I'm not calling you baby. I'm going to stick with doll. Okay? No one puts baby in the corner. I'm going to stick with doll, personally. I'm not going to be calling you baby. But I think if your boyfriend's called you or your husband's called you baby a little more often, it wouldn't hurt your feelings. It's just a thought. Fellas, are you listening to Pops? Fellas, make sure it's okay with them. But if that's not the term of endearment, you find the one. Makes them feel good. Nipper, makes them feel good. So listen up. I'm sticking with doll. But I totally get that. And I think we should get back to endearing each other a little bit more and not being afraid. Sweetie's really pretty too, Kim. And we shouldn't be afraid to endear ourselves to one another. Anyways, that's my message there this morning. Let's look at, I was looking at, oh gosh, we have so much to cover in the next 2 to 3 days. Thanks for being here this morning, dolls, guys and dolls. Oh, good one, Pops. Guys and dolls, thank you for being here this morning. I got my tricycle newsletter early this morning. I woke up super early today because I couldn't wait to come hang out with you guys. And I had a lot of work to do. And there's some really neat articles in this week's Tricycle Today newsletter. There's also a couple of really scary ones. And it slows me down. It's been a weird season these last 6 months. I felt like the psilocybin train was off and running, and we were all on board and chugging hard. And I feel like there's been, a little bit of a break in our culture, and things are slowed down in that direction. You can see it in a lot of the legalization and changes of some people's moods and minds. But you're also, you're just seeing there's a kind of like a leveling off if you're paying attention. And I know you are. We're also seeing people get a lot more risky. Sharon M, that's exactly, look it up, just like that. Tricycle Day, tricycleday.com. All one word. Tricycleday, one word.com. The RFK thing. We're not doing politics, but my initial thought was, if RFK, again, no politics, and I have a total opinion of my own that's my own, but if RFK was made the director of Health and Human Services, many people immediately thought, oh, yay, it's going to be good for the magic mushroom, psilocybin, psychedelic community. Because he's a proponent. He's a positive believer in the positive benefits of psychedelics. And I'm grateful for that. I'm glad. I'm very, very glad that that's his take on that. And so I got, I got a little bit of, oh, this is going to be good. And then a few people have come along and said, but wait a minute. Just be a little careful because you might get the rebound effect. You might get the boomerang effect. He might be dangerous for the psychedelic community. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Because some people think he's kooky. Some people think he's a little off with some of his thinking. Damn it. You're right. Okay. Those are the kind of struggles that we're going to be facing now. Those are the kind of struggles that we're going to be facing. The positive is going to become a negative. And that is a natural evolution of us trying to reach a broader platform of users, of people that are recognizing the benefits and using it. It's going to be a natural effect. There's going to be the spikes and stuff like that. So when I start feeling down about it, I can remember that there's always the upsides too, and they're coming. So again, we're not talking, I wasn't looking at that politically. I was looking at that in terms of our community and how psychedelic community is experiencing highs and lows. And we may be in a little bit of a low. We also have people out there that are not, this is just going to be my nosebleed look down into our community, not knowing some of these people, okay? But I'll give you an example. I don't know that I can support this in our community, because I always will come from my platform is one of goodness and kindness, and I'm not trying to make money. I believe money is going to pollute our community. Money is going to cause people to do things and bring in other elements. And money will pollute things. Everybody has a right to break even. But once you start finding this to be a profit center, we're polluting our community. Hey, we got to pay for our supplies. We got to pay for our leases. We got to pay for our energy. We got to pay for our plastic bags. We got to pay for, but once all of that's paid for, if I start putting extra dollars in my pocket through this, I feel like I'm corrupting the spirituality of the mushroom itself. That's me. And my nosebleed view, I don't see where guns and shotguns and AR-15s and just pounds and pounds and pounds, I don't see that as part of the community that I'm looking to be involved in. Fall within these makeshift labs and storehouses were approximately 445 pounds of vacuum-sealed psilocybin mushrooms and about 2,805 bags of mushrooms at various stages of growth. Oh, I know, Herbie. I'm not saying that that's exactly... Of course, they staged it so they could take a picture of it. But this is the stuff they found. Additionally, along with the drugs, there was an assortment of firearms and tactical gear, including 2 unserialized semi-automatic rifles, a shotgun, 4 semi-automatic handguns, 2 of which were unserialized, a semi-automatic handgun suppressor, ballistic vests, more. They're not congruent for me. They don't go together. Unserialized automatic weapons, along with a psilocybin mushroom, they don't go together in my mind. And we're out there. There's another situation, another guy in a situation in Virginia. How can we be this silly? Yeah, it sounds like a mafia situation, Godzilla. Like, what are we doing? We're turning the psilocybin situation. When you work as hard as we do, and I'm talking myself in a little kind of stuff. Yeah, the pop-up market lady. How about this one? She's at the neighborhood farmer's market. She's at the, no, that wasn't AR, Sharon. That was the real thing. They just had put it all on the rack so we could see it all in one picture. This lady's at the farmer's market down in the corner. She's got all her stuff laid out there. Virginia doesn't like that stuff right now. That's not smart. That's not how we want to handle our business. What? Yeah, come on in. This wasn't even like at a, this was at, the lady on the left of her had corn, the lady on the right of her had tomatoes. Okay? She's facing 160 years in prison. 50-something-year-old lady, 51 years old. She's already been convicted. She was also convicted of perjury. She filled out a form saying she was too poor to pay for the lawyers so they would give her a defender, a public defender. Until they did a search warrant on her house. And they found $100,000 in cash. We're a growing community. We have a lot to learn. Okay? We have a lot to learn. Tech moguls in Silicon Valley know that. 3 or 4 of the biggest that you've ever heard of admit to using psychedelics. Yeah. How about this one? How about this one? This is hilarious. Dutch police seized a lawn gnome. Yeah, this lawn gnome. This guy was climbing around this lawn gnome. What? Yeah, we got to seize it. Sorry, we got to take your lawn gnome with us. But why? Well, sir, it looks like your lawn gnome was entirely made up out of MDMA. This is Molly the lawn gnome. This little guy was composed of enough Molly to split into about 8,000 ecstasy pills. Okay? So if you're looking to smuggle Molly, here you go. What? Who's going to break the statue up? I would never break it up. I'm not breaking up the Molly. Okay? What do? Take a finger at a time? What? That's out of line. It's very creative, however. Greenie, I want one too. I could never. All I need is the nose. I could know. How about the tip of the hat? Just break the tip off. What's going on out there? That is not okay. Oh, I know. The gnome totally knows. So, some of the things that are illegal make me laugh, and some make me cry. Okay? Herbie, I couldn't put the grinder on Mr. Gnome. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. All right. So we're good. You guys got Pops' little warning messages, and it's made me nervous. Good morning, Larry B. You're never late. You're here when you're supposed to be. It's made me nervous. So old Popsalopsy is slowing down a little bit. The guy that had 2,000 something bags of mushrooms. Oh, geez, I was well on my way to matching his total. Oh, geez, I got to slow down. The environment's not the same as it was about 6 months ago. It just isn't. I'm lucky I live in a great county, and we're playing it smart in some ways, but boy, you get in this. Our asses are hanging out over the chasm. Okay, Kartik? Our asses are hanging out over the chasm. We're like, oh, geez. What can I do? How can I serve you, sir? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay? So, we've just got to pay attention, and we got to be smart. And one of the things that I have to do is I have to slow down on my packages out, because that becomes a highlight. So, I don't like not giving as many things away here. But I think some of you know when you've reached out to me, and you're in need, and I have something I can help you with, I just send it to you. Okay? So that's a separate way you can reach me, and understand we're still completely giving and serving. We're just not making it as obvious right now. Give me 5 people that get that. Because there's a part of me that's like, I want you to know we haven't stopped giving as much as we can. We have to take it back to a place where we're like, whoa, whoa. Yeah, we just, so if you're in need out there and there's something going on, boop, you hit us, we figure it out. Okay? But in the meantime, we just, probably for the rest of this year, just go about the same speed everything else is going. Okay? Thank you for understanding that and getting it. For the rest of this week, we're going to be talking about ethnomycology. Ethnomycology. And it's basically a history of mycology. But let's start out with this part right here. Do you remember last week I showed you guys our little friend, the red-backed vole? Where is that guy? Mushrooms and mammals. Along with being supported and nourished by internal fungi, many mammals also eat macrofungi in abundance as sources of food and their own medicine. Isn't that kind of cool? These little animals know what the natural medicine is, and they seek it out themselves. Diane Fossey documented that mountain gorillas will fight over artist conch mushrooms. Female betongs, which are rat kangaroos, produce a greater lactation as a result of increased microphagy during the height of truffle season in Australia. They'll go out and actively find and eat more truffles, so it increases their lactation. Various other Australian animals consume fungi, including the bush rat, the potoroo, the quokka, the swamp wallaby, and the brush-tailed possum. Around the world, bears, cows, deer, elk, pigs, rabbits, mice, snails, slugs, and many other insects also eat mushrooms. The most ecologically entwined examples of mycophagy are found in the actions of small mammals, such as squirrels and voles. In the northwestern U.S., the California red-backed vole is considered one of the few obligate mycophagists, with fungi consisting up to 85% of its year-round diet. 85% of this guy's year-round diet, he's out foraging for mushrooms. Okay? The scat of these tiny animals has been shown to contain the spores of up to 19 different fungal genera. Truffles. These little son of a guns, they like truffles. Truffles seem to be their primary food source for these rodents, being about 25% of what they eat. Apart from these true fungi, this animal's only other protein source is fructose lichen. So it'll go nibble lichen off the side of a tree and eat mushrooms all day long. It might be my spirit animal. I think the redback vole is it's very close to becoming my spirit animal. Move over, owl. Many squirrels eat truffles and mushrooms, such as boletes. Often these animals will cache these fungal food finds, like cones and seeds. Or they may lay the mushrooms in the sun, or hang them on trees to dry before caching. What? We have squirrels hanging mushrooms in the trees to dry before they store them away for the winter food. Wait a minute, I'm so confused. I want to see a dry rack. I want to see a squirrel's drying rack. It is so, when I'm reading this, I'm like, what? Wait a minute. I need to see the tree. Go, squirrel, go. He's like, if I gotta hang it. I picture Cleany, kind of like a little squirrel. What are you talking about? Okay, the sun drying effect increases the vitamin D in the mushrooms. This little guy's going, if I dry it, if I hang it and dry it, it'll get more vitamin. Gosh knows my kids need more vitamin D. Okay, wait a minute. It gives him more vitamin D. Okay, and providing the animal with important vitamin source for the winter months. We're storing up the sunshine for the winter in our mushrooms that we're hanging out to dry. Okay? What? Oh. The animals are so adept at working with these fungi that they know to bite a piece of the truffle skin prior to storage so as to hasten drying in the truffle. Take a little bite off of it, break the skin of the truffle, and it'll dry faster. Man, is nature cool, okay? These stored truffles provide a rich source of other essential minerals, amino acids, and vitamins during the squirrel's winter months. Okay. Wow. What'd Mark say? What's Marky Z saying? Oh. Good morning. Oh, I missed it. So, I got to have a talk with my squirrels. We have squirrels everywhere in my yard. I wonder if I can get them to work for me over at the grow house. Oh, Mark Z. Good morning, Marky. I wonder if I could get a little staff of squirrels over at the situation. How cool is that? Give me 5 people like squirrels more now than we liked them a couple of minutes ago. Give me 5 people. I kind of like squirrels more now than I did 5 minutes ago. Okay. Marky Z, 5 months. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is so cool. We're going to read more about entomycology the rest of this week. Okay? Nerdy, I like them more now. Every time I see a squirrel, I'm like, is he gonna go try a mushroom? Okay, in Vegas, they'll work for peanuts. They'll work for. I'll set one bag of the shrooms aside for them. That's your bag. The rest of the bags go to the crew. Okay? Right? Put some WBS in there. I'm going to read two things to you, and then we're going to get out of here for today. This one's really neat. This one's really neat. Live deep enough, and there is only one direction. If we live deep enough, there's only one direction. Well, what are you talking about, Pops? It's a parable. I'm going to read it to you. No matter whom the apprentice talked to, if she listened close enough and long enough, the words all went back to the same source, as if there were only one large thing speaking. No matter how many eyes she looked into deeply, they all eventually revealed the same shimmer, as if there was only one large thing seen. No matter how many pains she soothed, the cries all came from the same human hurt, as if there was only one large feeling. When she brought all of this to her master walked her in silence through the woods to a clearing where they sat on a fallen tree. The light was flooding through, covering everything. The master placed a stone in one hand and a small flower in her other hand. Feel the warmth from both stone and flower, he said. See how both are covered differently, but with the same light. Now trace the light back from each to the sun. The apprentice heard the one large thing speaking in the master's voice, saw the one large thing shimmer in the master's eyes, and even felt the same human hurt in the master's soft silence. The light grew even stronger, and the master said, "We are all just small stones and little flowers, searching for our sun. What you have seen under the words, behind many eyes and behind all the cries, is one direction." It's good. More power to you. More power to you. Originally, the word power meant able to be. Power meant able to be. It has now grown into able to be able. In time, it was contracted. We suffer the difference. I was waiting for a plane when I overheard two businessmen. One was sharing the good news that he had been promoted, and the other, in congratulations, said, "More power to you." I've heard this expression before, but for some reason, I heard it differently this time. I thought, what a curious sentiment. As a good wish, the assumption is that power is the goal. Of course, it makes a huge difference if we're wishing for inner power or worldly power. Those billions and billions of bags of shrooms and the gun racks and all that, that's worldly power. That's somebody seeking worldly power. That's what that fruit shows. Inner power doesn't need that. It doesn't need billions and billions of pounds and automatic rifles without serial numbers on them. That's somebody looking for something from the world. Usually money and the positions and stuff that go with it. The toys, the games. That's worldly power. Power over things, people, and situations. That's controlling power. The power that comes from within is connecting power. The power that we choose to foster and grow is connecting power. Can we connect more? How can we get more people connected? That's inner power. It's painful, it's ironic that in the land of the free, we often walk about with an unspoken and enervating lack of personal freedom. Yet we wish for more controlling power. That controlling power will not set us free, any more than a drink will quench the emptiness of an alcoholic in the grip of his disease. This is really good. I'm going to end with this. This is really, really, really good. We've all been here. We've all played. We were programmed. Even in the games of our youth. Remember that? We're youths. In the games of our youth, we were taught to seek power. Controlling power. Good morning, Bashir. We were taught to seek controlling power. Watch this. You guys are paying so good attention this morning. Thank you. I can feel it out there. I can feel it connecting. I mean that. I can feel it. Makes me think of a game we played when I was 9, called the King of the Hill, in which 7 or 8 of us formed a mound of dirt. The higher, the better. And the goal was to stand alone on top of the hill. Before I go on, did anybody ever play this game? King of the Hill? Whatever the hill was. You didn't even have to make it, but you found a hill. It could even be the couch. I'm king of the couch. Like, right? Who played that game? All of them. Almost every one of us in our youth played some form of the game of King of the Hill. It's funny how we're programming ourselves. The goal was to stand alone on top of the hill. Once there, everyone else tried to throw you off, installing themselves as king of the hill. It strikes me now that was the training ground for outward power. Clearly, the worst position of all is being king of the hill. You are completely alone and paranoid, never able to trust anyone, constantly forced to spin and guard in every direction. The hills may change from job to woman to a prized piece of real estate, but those on top can be so enslaved by guarding their position that they rarely enjoy the view. I always hated King of the Hill. I always felt tense in my gut when the king said, when I was the king, and when not, I was ostracized because I didn't want to play. That pattern has followed me through adult life. But now, as a tired adult, when I feel alone and powerless atop of whatever small mountain I've managed to climb, I secretly long for someone to join me. I'm ready to believe there's more power together. King of the Hill. You guys go have a great day. We'll see you here same time, Same mush channel tomorrow, and we'll just we're gonna do some ethnomycology, and we're gonna just keep on hanging out, laughing our tails off, looking at the size of our eyeballs, and not believing that they're the size they were when I was a baby. What the heck? Okay, grow hair out of every part of your body. Go enjoy today. 4 things. Be impeccable, the power of your word. Don't take things personal. Don't make assumptions, and do your best. Always do your best. Okay? The best isn't pushing people off the hill. The best is bringing them up to the top of the hill with you. It shouldn't even be a hill anymore. It should be a plateau. There should be a mesa. And there should be room for everybody up there. Have a great day. We'll see you guys here tomorrow. Okay. Derek Anderson, thank you. 4-leaf, 4-lock. Kingy. Oh, it goes right with your name. Nerd. Laura, have a divine day. Excuse me. Catzilla, Arthur G. Free. Have a great day, my good friend. 5280 all day. Hi, girl. Pacers, Cleany Grogo, Marcus, hi, Doc, how you doing? Nipper, what a doll. Mr. Marmar, Scotty B, thank you. Sue, you're a doll. Sarah Bear, kind of dollish. Herbie, Green Table, Sari, not kind of, but completely. Vegas, all the way doll. Waz, Nippy, Corey D. Corey, are you a doll? Yeah, you're a male doll. You're like a Ken doll. Michael Patterson, have a great day. HB, Sharon's a doll. Sue and Nippy. And Mr. Marmar's and Arthur G and 4-leaf and Herbie Von Werby Kabop. And Joe D's and Classic Blaster Art. And Saska Mojo. And Sandy, High Sands. And JW Owen. And Jimmy, all the way to the max. Pops, peace, all the way to the max. I'm out.